How's it going, everybody? I'm Bob. I'm an IT and cybersecurity educator, as well as a hobbyist that loves to work with AI. And I really want to show y'all something interesting today with ChatGPT. OpenAI recently built in some capabilities into ChatGPT that make it feel human-like. I mean, it can see, speak, and hear now, technically, right? And it's really interesting. What I want to do in this video is interview it. And because I'm coming from an education background and teaching, I get a lot of students that ask me about where to start in their IT and cybersecurity career. So in this interview I'm getting ready to do with ChatGPT, I want to act like I'm an absolute beginner in IT and cybersecurity and see if it can give me some good advice. And what I want y'all to do is tell me in the comments, in the chat, if this is good advice, if this is accurate advice, and also if you would like to include some questions for a future video, put those in the chat as well, or the comments below. So without further ado, let's begin. I will commentate a little bit as we go and kind of discuss my thoughts as an educator, my thoughts as a technologist, and where I think this is going to be the future of at least integrating into a technologist workflow, but also as just a general learner, what you can do with this. So without further ado, let me show you some things with the new capabilities that are built into ChatGPT. So first of all, as of November 3rd, 2023, there's no officially supported way of doing this via like a PC, desktop, or Mac. Now I know there's probably creative ways that you could set this up to do it on a desktop or a laptop. Tell me in the comments if you know of ways. The main way to do this is through the mobile app. Now this may change. Let me know if it has. If you're watching this video later on and it has changed and you're aware of that, let me know. If you know of a solution now, let me know, please. And it would help others as well. Let's get into this. So in the app, and I've got you here on my iPad. I've got this on my iPhone as well. In the ChatGPT app, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this. You have to have ChatGPT Pro, by the way, to do this right now. And that's as of November 2023. You open up a new chat, and there's a button here. It looks like some headphones in the bottom right corner. And when you click this button, it essentially starts to listen. Now, when you first do this, it has you set up voice profiles. Some sound male, some sound female, some are gender neutral. You can't really tell. And it gives it a more realistic feel. I happen to know, just, based on some of the research I've done on this, that, OpenAI and ChatGPT is interfacing with Whisper, which is an open source neural net that approaches human level robustness and accuracy on English speech recognition. That's directly from OpenAI's site. You can read some white papers there. I'll link that in the comments or in the description of the video for you to check out and do some additional research. But let's get right into it. And I want you to just, as you hear me talk to it, try to forget it's a computer and that it's a large language model and a chat bot, and try to imagine as a human and as an actual person that I've called on the phone. And we'll go from there. So I'm going to click this button right here, and we'll talk. Hey, how's it going? I am looking for some advice on IT and cybersecurity careers. Could you help me with that?
Hello. I'd be happy to provide advice on IT and cybersecurity careers. What specific questions do you have? Or what aspects of these careers would you like to know more about? Feel free to ask, and I'll provide you with information and guidance.
Where should I start? I see all these different pathways people are taking. Some people say you need all these years of experience. Some people say you can start at the beginning and know nothing. Where should I start?
Starting a career in IT and cybersecurity can be approached from various angles, and the right path depends on your background and interests. Here are some general steps to help you get started. 1. Education. Consider your current level of knowledge and education. If you're new to the field, starting with a bachelor's degree in computer science, information technology, or a related field can be beneficial. However, many IT and cybersecurity professionals have successfully entered the field through self-study and certifications. 2. Certifications. IT and cybersecurity certifications can help you gain practical skills and make you more marketable. Some popular certifications include CompTIA A+, Network Plus, Security Plus, Cisco CCNA, Certified Information Systems Security Group of ISSP, and Certified Ethical Hacker, CEH. 3. Hands-on experience. Practical experience is crucial. You can gain this by setting up a home lab, volunteering for IT projects, or working on personal projects. Internships and entry-level positions can also provide valuable hands-on experience. 4. Networking. Building a professional network is essential. Attend industry conferences, join online forums and communities, and connect with professionals in the field. Networking can lead to job opportunities and valuable insights. 5. Specialization. IT and cybersecurity are broad fields. Consider what specific area interests you the most, whether it's network security, cloud computing, ethical hacking, or something else. Focusing on a specialization can help you tailor your career path. 6. Continuous learning. The technology landscape evolves rapidly, so commit to lifelong learning. Stay updated with the latest trends and technologies through courses, webinars, and reading industry publications. 7. Job search. When you feel ready, start applying for entry-level positions in IT or cybersecurity. Don't be discouraged by job postings that require experience. Apply anyway and highlight your relevant skills and certifications. 8. Soft skills. In addition to technical skills, develop soft skills like problem solving, communication, and teamwork. These skills are valuable in any IT role. Remember that everyone's journey is unique. Some start with no experience, while others transition from related fields. The key is to be persistent, continuously learn, and adapt to the changing IT landscape. If you have any specific questions or need more guidance on a particular aspect, please let me know.
How would you recommend that I get hands-on experience?
Getting hands-on experience in IT and cybersecurity is crucial for building your skills and boosting your career prospects. Here are some ways to gain practical experience. 1. Home lab. Set up a home lab with virtualization software like VirtualBox or VMware. You can create virtual environments to practice configuring networks, servers, and security settings. Experiment with different operating systems and software. 2. Online courses and tutorials. Many online platforms offer interactive labs and exercises. Websites like Cybrary, Udemy, and Coursera offer courses with hands-on labs that simulate real-world scenarios. 3. Capture the flag, CTF challenges. CTF challenges are cybersecurity competitions where you solve puzzles and vulnerabilities. Platforms like Hack the Box, TryHackMe, and Over the Wire offer a wide range of CTF challenges suitable for all skill levels. 4. Open source projects. Contribute to open source projects related to IT or cybersecurity. This can provide practical experience, collaborative skills, and the opportunity to work on real-world projects. 5. Volunteer work. Look for volunteer opportunities with nonprofit organizations or local community groups. They often need IT support, and volunteering can help you gain hands-on experience while giving back to the community. 6. Internships. If you're a student or recent graduate, consider applying for internships in IT or cybersecurity. Many companies offer paid or unpaid internships to help you gain experience. 7. Part-time jobs. Seek part-time or entry-level positions in IT support or help desk roles. These roles often provide exposure to troubleshooting and basic network configurations. 8. Networking. Attend local IT and cybersecurity meetups or conferences. Networking events can lead to opportunities for hands-on experience and mentorship. 9. Personal projects. Work on personal IT or cybersecurity projects. This could involve setting up your own web server, building a network at home, or developing a security tool or script. 10. Build a portfolio. Document your hands-on experience in a portfolio. Create write-ups of your projects and challenges you've tackled. A portfolio can impress potential employers and demonstrate your skills. Remember that hands-on experience doesn't need to be complex or expensive. Start with small projects, gradually tackle more significant challenges, and keep learning from your experiences. As you gain more practical skills, you'll become more confident and prepared for a career in IT and cybersecurity.
What if I'm completely new to IT? Where should I start? Should I learn Linux, web development, or programming? Which do you think would be best for me?
If you're completely new to IT, it's a good idea to start with the fundamentals before diving into specific areas like Linux, web development, or programming. Here's a recommended path for beginners. 1. Basic IT skills. Begin by understanding the basics of computer hardware and software. Learn about operating systems, Windows and Linux, and how to navigate and manage files. 2. Computer networking. Study the fundamentals of computer networking. This includes understanding how data is transmitted over networks, network protocols, and basic network troubleshooting. 3. Operating systems. Gain proficiency in both Windows and Linux operating systems. Linux is particularly valuable in IT and cybersecurity, so learning the basics of Linux commands and administration is essential. 4. Introduction to programming. Start with an introduction to programming. You don't need to become an expert programmer, but learning the basics of a programming language like Python can be very beneficial. Python is widely used in IT and cybersecurity for scripting and automation. 5. Cybersecurity basics. Begin to explore the basics of cybersecurity, including concepts like encryption, authentication, and common security threats. You can start with online courses or books on cybersecurity fundamentals. 6. Web development, optional. If you're interested in web development, you can explore it as a parallel path. Learning HTML, CSS, and JavaScript is a good start for web development. 7. Certifications. Consider pursuing entry-level IT certifications like CompTIA A+ and Network Plus to validate your knowledge and skills. 8. Hands-on practice. Apply what you learn through hands-on practice. Set up a home lab, work on small projects, and solve IT-related challenges to gain practical experience. 9. Continual learning. IT is a constantly evolving field, so make a habit of continual learning. Stay updated with the latest industry trends and technologies. Starting with these fundamentals will give you a strong foundation in IT. As you progress and gain more confidence, you can explore specific areas like Linux administration, web development, or cybersecurity based on your interests and career goals. Remember that it's okay to take your time and learn at your own pace. The key is to stay curious and keep learning.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for that advice.
You're very welcome. I'm glad I could provide you with helpful advice. If you ever have more questions or need further guidance as you pursue your IT and cybersecurity journey, don't hesitate to reach out. Best of luck and enjoy your learning experience.
What do you think are some of the trends incoming in the future that we should start learning as IT and cybersecurity professionals to be ready for those new waves of change?
Certainly, staying ahead of emerging trends is crucial for IT and cybersecurity professionals. Here are some key trends to keep an eye on and consider learning about. 1. Artificial intelligence, AI, and machine learning ML. Understanding AI and ML is increasingly valuable in both IT and cybersecurity. These technologies are used for threat detection, pattern recognition, and automation of various tasks. 2. Cloud computing and cloud security. Cloud services are becoming the norm. Familiarize yourself with cloud platforms like AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud, and understand how to secure cloud environments. 3. Zero trust security. The traditional network perimeter is no longer sufficient. Zero trust security focuses on verifying trust at every access point, making it essential for cybersecurity professionals to understand and implement. 4. IoT security. As more devices become connected, IoT security is a growing concern. Learn how to secure IoT devices and networks to protect against vulnerabilities. 5. DevSecOps. DevSecOps integrates security into the software development process from the beginning. Familiarize yourself with DevSecOps practices to ensure secure software development. 6. Quantum computing. While quantum computing is still in its infancy, it has the potential to impact encryption and cybersecurity. Keeping an eye on developments in this area is wise. 7. 5G technology. The rollout of 5G networks will bring faster connectivity, but also new security challenges. Stay informed about 5G technology and its implications for security. 8. Ransomware and cyber threats. Continually update your knowledge of the latest cyber threats, including ransomware and social engineering tactics. Understanding the evolving threat landscape is crucial. 9. Privacy and data protection regulations. Privacy regulations like GDPR and CCPA continue to evolve. Stay informed about data protection laws and compliance requirements. 10. Blockchain and cryptocurrency. Learn about blockchain technology and its applications beyond cryptocurrency, such as in supply chain management and secure transactions. 11. Ethical hacking and penetration testing. If you're in cybersecurity, consider gaining expertise in ethical hacking and penetration testing to proactively identify vulnerabilities. 12. Remote work and cybersecurity. Remote work is here to stay. Understand the unique cybersecurity challenges posed by remote work and how to secure remote environments. 13. AI-generated attacks. As AI becomes more advanced, be prepared for the possibility of AI-generated cyber attacks that can adapt and evolve in real time. Staying informed and adaptable is essential in the ever-changing field of IT and cybersecurity. Consider taking relevant courses, attending conferences, and reading industry publications to keep up with these trends and enhance your skill set. Additionally, networking with peers in the field can provide valuable insights into emerging technologies and best practices.
What cloud platform do you run on?
I don't run on a specific cloud platform. I operate on servers hosted and managed by OpenAI. These servers are used to provide my responses and services to users like you. If you have any more questions or need further information, feel free to ask.
I recall reading somewhere that OpenAI makes use of Microsoft's Azure cloud. Can you speak to that at any length?
I don't have access to real-time or specific information about the infrastructure or cloud platforms that OpenAI uses, as my knowledge is based on information available up until January 2022. However, it's common for organizations to utilize various cloud providers, including Microsoft Azure, Amazon Web Services, AWS, Google Cloud, or others, for their computational needs and services. If you have questions about OpenAI's infrastructure or partnerships, I recommend visiting OpenAI's official website or referring to their latest announcements for the most up-to-date information.
That was a safe
Is there
answer.
anything else I can assist you with today?
Yeah, I got another question. It's kind of higher level. As of today, we have AI with the ability to see, speak, and hear. What are the hurdles to be tackled until we have autonomous physical robots, you think?
Here are some of the key hurdles that need to be tackled. 1. Sensory perception. Improving sensory perception is essential. Robots need advanced sensors, cameras, and LiDAR systems to navigate and interact with the physical world effectively. 2. Object recognition and manipulation. Teaching robots to recognize and manipulate objects with dexterity and precision is a complex task. This involves advancements in computer vision, machine learning, and robotics. 3. Natural language processing, NLP. While AI can understand and generate text and speech, developing robots that can understand and respond to natural language in real-world scenarios is challenging. NLP advancements are necessary. 4. Navigation and path planning. Robots must navigate complex environments, avoid obstacles, and plan optimal paths. Advancements in robotics algorithms and AI-driven navigation systems are crucial. 5. Autonomy and decision-making. Achieving true autonomy requires robots to make complex decisions based on real-time data. This involves developing advanced AI systems for decision-making. 6. Safety and ethics. Ensuring the safety of autonomous robots is paramount. Robust fail-safes, ethical considerations, and responsible AI development are critical aspects. 7. Power efficiency. Robots need to operate efficiently, especially in terms of power consumption. Advancements in energy-efficient components and systems are necessary. 8. Human-robot interaction. Robots should be able to interact with humans safely and effectively. This includes recognizing human gestures, emotions, and responding appropriately. 9. Regulatory and legal frameworks. Developing clear regulations and legal frameworks for autonomous robots, particularly in public spaces, is a complex challenge that requires collaboration between governments and industries. 10. Cost reduction. Making autonomous robots cost-effective for widespread adoption is essential. Reducing the cost of advanced sensors and components is an ongoing challenge. 11. Interoperability. Ensuring that robots from different manufacturers can work together and communicate effectively is important for creating versatile robotic ecosystems. 12. Long-term maintenance and support. As robots become more autonomous, they require maintenance and updates. Establishing sustainable support and maintenance systems is crucial. The development of autonomous physical robots is an interdisciplinary endeavor involving robotics, AI, engineering, ethics, and regulatory considerations. While significant progress has been made, it will likely take time and ongoing research and development efforts to overcome these hurdles and bring truly autonomous robots into various aspects of our daily lives.
Thank you. Good answer. Let's stop and talk a little bit about this. It does answer these questions in a very comprehensive way, and it tries to address your whole question. That's one thing I really like about it. Sometimes I'm looking at it and I'm like, if somebody asked me that question, I'm not sure I'd be able to answer with that depth. I had somebody talk to me about this the other day. I was talking to it and I was asking, they came in and they immediately knew I was talking to like an AI, and I was asking them, how did you know? And they said, as soon as they saw that it was doing like a list with numbers, like 1, this, 2, this, they knew it was like a AI. Not that that's a bad thing, because honestly, that kind of makes it easier to follow the answer. I know me being a human being, I might get a question that I was not expecting, and I'll answer it, but it might not be that structured where I'm like 1. Sometimes I can come up with these lists on spot, but if I got a really good question, sometimes I got to think about it. I got to think about my experience. I got to tell a story maybe. And maybe in that sense, I could be more effective of a teacher and a guide because I can tell the stories from a personal place of experience. But in terms of just knowledge and sharing knowledge and giving direction on it, it's pretty good, especially within the IT and cybersecurity stuff. It's hitting the right platforms. I thought it was really interesting that it mentioned Hack the Box. I was encouraged to see that. That's cool. I'm a huge fan of Hack the Box. It did talk about going to school, and we'll ask it more things about education. I've heard some people say they think the answers are too long, which I'm not 100% in agreement with that. I do think sometimes you can be like, okay, hurry up. But if you really want to know the answer, those are very valuable key points and takeaways. And as you can see on my screen here of my iPad, every transcript when you're talking to it is actually getting saved in a ChatGPT session. So you have the written version of it as well, which is really cool. And there's so much to this that is interesting. There's some things I want to ask it, and I hope for y'all out there watching this video or having been here during the live stream, what y'all think about, is this disruptive to education? I ask myself that. I'm like, is this going to replace schools? I know I have a bias because I am an educator. It's my career. I personally now don't think so. I would like to hear from what ChatGPT says and what y'all say as well. I think it's going to help supplement, and it should definitely be utilized in classrooms more in the similar fashion that we're using it, as a creative tool, as a fun learning activity, but and just as a study buddy. But I know there's some concerns around cheating and that whole process. So let's ask it a little bit about education, and also please put some comments down or questions down below to add to this conversation. So let's go back into it. Now, I've got some questions about education as a whole and how you'll impact it. Do you believe that you will replace the traditional educational process of going to school and sitting and learning from an instructor?
AI and technology are changing the landscape of education, but they are unlikely to replace the traditional educational process entirely. Instead, they are likely to complement and enhance it in several ways. One, personalized learning. AI can adapt educational content to individual students' needs, allowing for personalized learning experiences that cater to different learning styles and paces. Two, access to education. AI-driven online platforms and educational tools can make education more accessible to a broader audience, including those who may not have access to traditional institutions. Three, efficiency. AI can automate administrative tasks, grading, and data analysis, freeing up educators' time to focus on teaching and mentoring. Four, continuous learning. Lifelong learning is becoming increasingly important in a fast-changing world. AI can facilitate continuous skill development and knowledge acquisition. Global collaboration. Technology enables students and educators to collaborate across borders, fostering global perspectives and cultural exchanges. Six, supplementing education. AI can provide additional resources and support for traditional education, helping students understand complex concepts or offering practice exercises. However, there are challenges and limitations to consider. Traditional education provides valuable aspects like social interaction, hands-on learning, and mentorship that can be challenging to replicate entirely with AI. Additionally, not all students have equal access to technology, so addressing the digital divide is a critical consideration. In essence, AI is transforming education, but is more likely to work alongside traditional educational methods, offering new opportunities for learning and teaching. The future of education may involve a blend of traditional classroom instruction and AI-enhanced online learning experiences.
Do you have any ideas you can share for educators on how they can bring in AI into their classroom?
Certainly. Educators can incorporate AI into their classrooms to enhance the learning experience and prepare students for the future. Here are some ideas and strategies. 1. AI-powered learning platforms. Utilize AI-driven educational platforms and tools that offer personalized learning experiences. These platforms adapt content to individual student needs and provide real-time feedback. 2. Chatbots for support. Implement AI chatbots to assist students with common questions and provide instant support outside of class hours. 3. AI-enhanced assessment. Use AI for grading and assessment to automate routine tasks, allowing educators to focus on providing qualitative feedback and personalized guidance. 4. Data analytics. Leverage AI for data analytics to gain insights into student performance and identify areas where additional support may be needed. 5. AI in curriculum development. Explore AI tools that assist in curriculum design and content creation, ensuring that materials are up to date and aligned with educational goals. 6. Coding and AI workshops. Offer coding and AI workshops to students, introducing them to the basics of AI, machine learning, and data analysis. 7. AI projects. Encourage students to work on AI-related projects. This can include building chatbots, analyzing data sets, or creating simple AI models. 8, discuss AI ethics. Engage students in discussions about AI ethics, privacy, and the responsible use of AI technologies. 9, collaboration with industry. Establish partnerships with local industries and technology companies to provide students with real-world exposure to AI applications and careers. 10, AI for special needs education. Explore AI solutions designed for special needs education, such as AI-driven assistive technologies that can aid students with disabilities. 11, AI in research projects. Encourage students to incorporate AI into their research projects, helping them develop problem-solving skills and a deeper understanding of AI applications. 12, professional development. Provide opportunities for educators to attend AI and technology training sessions to stay updated on the latest advancements. 13, online AI courses. Incorporate online AI courses or modules into the curriculum for students interested in diving deeper into AI topics. 14, AI competitions. Encourage participation in AI competitions like robotics challenges, hackathons, or AI coding contests. Remember that introducing AI into the classroom doesn't require educators to be AI experts themselves. Many user-friendly AI tools and resources are available to assist educators in integrating AI concepts into their teaching methods and curriculum. The goal is to prepare students for a tech-driven future and provide them with valuable AI literacy and skills.
Great. That's a great answer. I have another question around that, and education is one thing I see as an educator myself is sometimes students may be tempted to use it to cheat, right? Like maybe they might use it to write their entire English paper. How do we address that, and how do we protect the integrity of the student's learning process?
Maintaining academic integrity in the face of AI and technology is indeed a challenge. Educators can take several steps to address this issue and protect the integrity of the learning process. 1, clearly define academic expectations. Establish clear guidelines and expectations for assignments and assessments, including specifying when and how AI or technology can be used. Clearly communicate your institution's policies on academic honesty. 2, teach digital literacy. Educate students about digital literacy, responsible research practices, and the ethical use of technology. Help them understand the consequences of plagiarism and unethical behavior. 3, use anti-plagiarism tools. Utilize anti-plagiarism software to detect instances of copied content in students' work. Many institutions use tools like Turnitin to identify plagiarism. 4, design authentic assessments. Create assessments that require critical thinking, analysis, and application of knowledge rather than rote memorization or easily copied content. Authentic assessments are more difficult to cheat on. 5, implement proctoring solutions. For online exams and assessments, consider using remote proctoring solutions that monitor students during the exam to discourage cheating. 6, encourage original work. Emphasize the value of original work and critical thinking. Encourage students to express their own ideas and opinions in assignments. Use AI to detect plagiarism. AI can be used not only by students, but also by educators to detect plagiarism. There are AI-driven plagiarism detection tools that can help educators identify copied content. 8, promote collaboration with integrity. Encourage collaboration among students, but make sure they understand the boundaries and cite their sources properly when working together on projects. 9, monitor online discussions. If your courses include online discussions or forums, monitor them for inappropriate collaboration or sharing of answers. 10, open dialogue. Foster an open and honest dialogue with students about academic integrity. Make them aware of the consequences of cheating and emphasize the importance of their own learning. 11, offer alternatives to high-stakes testing. Consider alternative assessment methods such as project-based assessments, presentations, or open book exams that challenge students to apply their knowledge in meaningful ways. 12, regularly update assessments. Change assessment questions and assignments regularly to reduce the effectiveness of sharing answers from previous years. It's essential to strike a balance between leveraging technology to enhance learning and maintaining academic honesty. By setting clear expectations, educating students on responsible technology use, and actively monitoring for cheating, educators can help ensure the integrity of the learning process while embracing the benefits of AI and technology in education.
That is awesome. So I just admire the comprehensive approach to the answer and the fact that it does address even the way that I mentioned it, right? The way, the terminology I used, the integrity of the student's learning process was repeated back to me in addition to the better known term, which is academic integrity. That was cool, and I liked the answers were very insightful. Some of the things I remember mentioning about like how AI is going to affect education in that last answer, they mentioned special needs. You know, I've got a sister, she's special needs and, you know, went through high school and all throughout her whole life, you know, she needs a lot of help, I'll say. And it hits home to think about that and how AI could address some of those things. How is the question? Maybe pictures, if someone can't really speak, but they can hear and they can understand. You know, you could use the visual part of this to help with a lot of things and understanding the world around you. And that was awesome. I never thought about it in that context before this conversation. So one of the things that I want to touch on with that sort of hit me during this was that, you know, there are some answers in here that are genuinely insightful answers, right? And I kind of want to address the stigma. I know that ChatGPT isn't always 100% accurate every time, but it's useful and insightful and it's accurate a lot of the time. Right. And I know you're going to see things that you can work around. You can do prompt injection, which essentially is you're trying to trick ChatGPT into thinking something is what it isn't, or you're trying to get it to stumble. And I think we need to keep doing that. That's how you sort of strengthen it and make it better and more useful. And with this audio, this ability to interface with it naturally like this is honestly what I've been wanting out of these AI assistants, Cortanas, your Siris of the world, your, what is it? Google Assistant, you know, also known as OK Google, right? Those are not conversational interfaces. Those are more so accepting of a voice input, and it's doing what I asked it in terms of opening an application or something. It's like a more voice-driven mouse per se, or thumb to click on the app. But I'm seeing a lot of potential in this too. Imagine having something like this more advanced that's on your phone. And there have been rumors about OpenAI working on a hardware device of some kind. Imagine having that on your phone or something. Honestly, I think if I was OpenAI and I had any say and I worked there in what they're going to do next strategy-wise, I would personally try to develop some type of really stylish wearable. Because we already have a saturated market of phones and mobile devices. Why not get a nice wearable? And because this thing can see, and I'll show an example of how it can see, like you take a picture and upload it, it knows what's in the picture for the most part. There's some things, yeah, of course, need work. But imagine like having these glasses on that you could look at things and it could immediately start to feed information to you when you press a button or something. Like it wouldn't just do it. You would have to hit a button and it would just, maybe you talk to it and you say, hey, what is that? What kind of plant is that? Or what kind of, what are they doing over there, right? Or, like, how can I change my shot, my basketball shot, so that I can make it more consistently? And things like that, because it can see now, it could potentially give me feedback based on that. I know that's a lot more data to process if it's a live stream, essentially. But I could see a immense value in that. Athletes, think about that. Imagine you're an athlete, you're playing soccer or football or whatever, wherever you're at, and you're like trying to dribble past somebody, and it's like calculating what way you should go. I know there's a lot more that goes into that, but just that that interface is really interesting to me. Of course, driving on the road and all this, but that interaction with the computer like this human computer interaction is the next step, in my opinion. I know it's going to be a middle ground for another innovation. Any great technology is always a stepping stone as well to build on top of. But this particular technology, I can clearly see at this point in time, is for me a stepping stone, right? I mean, I hope that eventually I'm using this as just as much as I'm using Google search, where I'm just using this to get information, help me inform my opinion, inform perspective. Obviously, OpenAI wants to grow in their accuracy. I would like to see it get more accurate, but I'm curious about what y'all think. How do you think this can improve? Where do you see the future of this being integrated? Let me know in the comments. I'd be really interested to hear what you've got to say on that. The last thing I want to show before we end this video is I do want to show the capability for ChatGPT to see now. When you're using it, there's a little icon down here. I'm just going to start a new chat, and I'm going to shrink my keyboard, and we're going to go to GPT-4 right here on the top. And there's a way we go to default. And as soon as I click default, you see it has a camera icon. I can upload a image there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a picture of this CD right here. And you're going to be able to see, and we're going to ask it questions about the picture. So I'm going to take that picture now. Make sure I get, some things will be in the picture too that it'll be able to tell, right? So I took the picture. I could annotate and draw stuff on there. I'm not going to do that right now. Seeing is just a whole different video almost. But let me do that, and then let's hit upload. It's sending it there, and we're going to ask it questions. Let's see, what is this? Oh, it already is telling us. It says, it appears to be a DVD plus RDL double layer disk with the capacity of 8.5 gigabytes. How can I assist you further regarding this? Yeah, that's right. I'll just say, what, if I can type, what is this ancient relic? It says the ancient relic, it put it in quotes, you're referring to is a DVD-RDL disk. It's a type of optical disk storage medium used for data storage and video playback. The DL stands for double layer, which means it can store roughly twice the amount of data compared to a standard DVD plus R. These were popular in the 2000s and early 2010s for backing up data and recording movies. So that's pretty good. It knew what that was. The other thing, let's see if I can I'm going to pull this up so maybe y'all could see this on the screen. Yeah, let me, should be able to see that now. Let me move my camera back over here. You see, right here, the image, and there's other things in there, like this crock, and there's the side of my mouse, and then the table. It knew what thing I wanted to know about, or at least it assumed, because of how prominent this is in the picture and how in focus it is, that it was the thing I wanted to know about. But I kind of want to see more, like, what else is in the picture. And just so you can see, I won't speed any of this up, just so you can see the real-time speed. It lists it right here. Here it loves lists. We see ChatGPT really does love to make a good list. Numbered lists, ordered lists, unordered lists, bulleted. In the picture, I can see a DVD plus RDL double layer disc, a surface that the disc is resting on, which appears to be black in color, a blue footwear item in the background, which looks like a Croc or a similar style of shoe, correct. A blue footwear item, let me zoom in here. a part of a transparent or reflective surface on the right side. Is it talking about, what's it talking about? Reflective surface. Maybe the CD. Is it maybe the reflection of the poster behind me in the CD? That's kind of cool. I didn't notice that. Some rainbow light reflections on the disc that likely due to the way light interacts with the disc's surface. Okay. We're getting a little, that's a little impressive there. Would you like to know more information or have other questions about the items? Tell me more about the rainbow light reflection. And this is where, it might lose me in terms of my ability to tell if it's right or wrong. So tell me in the comments. The rainbow light reflection on the disc is a result of a phenomenon called diffraction. A DVD has very closely spaced tracks on its surface to store data. When light shines on the disc, these tracks act as a diffraction grating, which scatters the light into its components' colors, creating a rainbow pattern. This happens because light is a wave, and when it encounters the fine, evenly spaced grooves on the DVD's surface, each groove scatters the light. The scattered light waves interfere with each other, amplifying some colors and diminishing others. This interference creates the spectrum of colors known as a diffraction pattern. The pattern is particularly noticeable on reflective surfaces like a DVD due to its microstructure designed for laser reading and writing of data. I know that's correct. This same principle is at work when you see rainbow patterns on a CD, or when light passes through a prism and gets separated into various wavelengths that are visible as different colors. Each color has a different wavelength, and the angle at which each wavelength attracts causes the separation of colors, hence the rainbow. This can often be seen when light sources hit optical media at certain angles. Wow, that's cool. That's really cool to me. I mean, the fact that you take a picture of it and just based on some of the things it can see, you could learn and ask more questions about that phenomena, right? It did not mention my mouse, I don't think. So it didn't see everything. But see, that's cool. Now, I don't have a math problem with me right now. But what I would like some of y'all to try, if you decide to try out ChatGPT Pro and you upload this picture, I would like you to try a math problem because it can do math problems just based on what it sees. And that's just really cool to me because I don't know, it's human-like. Because I remember being in grade school and doing math problems by hand, and I know a lot of schools still do that, so I'm not saying that's a thing of the past, but, they write it out, and they problem solve it, and you would do all the steps to solve the problem. And it does that too. So you take a picture of it, and it will break it down in its list format. First you do this, next you do this, and then it'll give the answers as you go. That's kind of disruptive too. And I think I feel for people that will be teaching math, I don't know, the challenge here for me, and this will be the last thing I say. Talking to educators here, if you're an educator or you're leading a learning community, I encourage you to use this tool as a learning buddy. But it's getting good enough to the point now where it's starting to be able to generate the answers and exactly how it got its answers. And you can ask it how, and it will tell you. And that's really cool, but there's also a danger in that if you are not as a student, a learner, if you're not taking your education seriously, you're not taking your learning process seriously, and you're not making sure you learn and you really understand, and you use these powerful AI tools there's only going to be more of them coming, and I'm sure there's going to be special ones for special use cases in classes, that you're going to hurt yourself. You've heard the term, if you're cheating yourself, right? And that is true. If, throughout your career, if you miss some critical thing early on, like IT, math, things build. So, if you get to the high school level math and you've been cheating all the way through other grades, you get to that high school math, it's going to start getting harder. ChatGPT won't be able to do all the homework. And then when you get into how you practically apply math in the real world and you haven't been learning it, then you're going to be in some trouble, right? And, I can hear the person out there saying, well, I'll just use it my whole life then. And to you, I don't have an answer, right? Because we don't have that use case yet of someone who they just chat GPT through their entire school. And I don't want that experiment, right? I don't want to see that happen because, I do believe in I do believe in the education system. I know there's problems and there's opportunities for growth, but I do believe it does a great thing for people. The community aspect and bringing people together, learning together, right? And then students driving that. So, yeah, when you're cheating, if you're using this to cheat and you're not just brainstorming and learning from it, you're just copying and pasting in the answers without gathering any comprehension, that's when you're cheating. That's what I determine as cheating. And as an educator, the way that I mitigate that and I defend the the learning process of each student is I make custom assignments. I manually grade a lot of my stuff because I want to give customized feedback, and I also want to see clear evidence of progression. Not just progression in technical understanding, but progression in your ability to write and even present, to be creative in your own way. And I will ask students to try to use these AI tools to augment what they're doing. Maybe if they're doing a presentation, generate some of those images in your presentation using your dollies or mid-journeys. Use ChatGPT as a research assistant, a study buddy in a similar way you might use your browser to Google and find different websites. But don't just copy and paste in there. That's cheating. How do I tell? Sometimes when people are just copying and pasting, they accidentally paste the prompt. I don't know if you're an educator and you've seen that, but that's just, come on now, that's super lazy. That's super cheating. You just went to another level of cheating. But I don't assume everyone does that. That's a very select few that are cheating. If most of the students in the class feel like they have to cheat, then maybe I think the instructor might have to try some different things to make the class more engaging and to make the student feel more supported. There is a lot that educators and so students can do and educators can do to prepare for this and to start using it now, because this is here. I don't think this is going to stop. This is not going to all of a sudden be banned. This is something that is clearly a global initiative that a lot of different countries are working on. And now it's seen kind of in a competitive sense, like who will get to AGI first. AGI is the artificial general intelligence, which is that AI that can do things more proficient than humans, do most things more proficient than a human can. We're going to see more of the impact in jobs, I think. IT will see it. We'll see it in a lot of knowledge work. So if you're working on a computer, we'll see a lot of that. So continue to learn and up your own skills. You may have a great skill set now, but you got to keep going. And with that, I will say keep learning